turn our loved ones into victims.
We report on an alarming number of people who prey on those in need of extra care. Local 12's troubleshooter Howard Ain shows us the theft can be enormous.
Theft from the elderly is all too common these days. Last November, 5 people, including 2 home health care workers, were charged with stealing $314,000 from an 87-year-old Boone County woman. In 2011, a home health care worker was convicted of misusing credit cards belonging to a Sharonville man. She was caring for Rodney Jackson, who was bedridden and diagnosed with an inoperable form of cancer.
You're telling me that this person, she knows your health condition, she knows that you're a retired police officer, and it meant absolutely nothing. That's scary.
In another case, it was surveillance video that helped catch another home health care worker. The worker stole hundreds of thousands of dollars from one of her patients. But as you'll see, there are ways to protect your loved ones. You're looking at surveillance camera footage of home health care worker Cecilia Davidson. The catch, Davidson is not using her own card. Authorities say she's taking money from one of her elderly clients. Postal inspectors say Davidson contacted her 94-year-old client's bank and took over the account.
Ms. Davidson, who was supposed to be taking care of the elderly victim, was using the account as her own personal spending account.
Investigators say the victim, named Lillian, had no idea her account had been compromised, but her bank saw unusual activity and called authorities.
There was a recent order for a debit card, an ATM check card. Lillian had never utilized this sort of banking opportunity before.
More than $200,000 had been taken. Authorities have surveillance from Target and the post office, where Davidson bought $12,000 worth of money orders.
Sometimes there's a bad apple, and there was a bad apple in this case.
Authorities say keeping in touch with our senior citizens is key to preventing them from becoming a victim.
It's the isolation that drives senior citizens to trust people, and they're trusting their hairdressers, the home health aide attendant, the person that cleans their home. I'm just saying they trust people they barely know.
In the case of Davidson, a civil judgment found her guilty, and she's been ordered to pay $214,000. So if your loved one needs someone to care for them at home, how can you make sure that worker is trustworthy? Well, there are agencies that can send you home health care workers, and you should check to see if they perform criminal background checks on them. Now, if you hire a provider yourself rather than through an agency, conduct a screening interview, get references, and make sure they can provide the appropriate assistance. But no matter how you hire that worker, regularly check on your loved ones and monitor their finances. Howard Ain, Local 12 Troubleshooter.